Shabbat Shalom, and good morning, Temple Beth-El. I hope this message finds everybody in good health. This week's Torah portion is Vayera, which translates into "and he presented himself," or "and he appeared." But if you look at the Hebrew in a different way, it could also turn into "and I allowed myself to see." And that's where I want to discuss this week's Torah portion. At the beginning of this parsha, Abraham is sitting in his tent after circumcising himself, and he's approached by three gentlemen, three strangers. As they come towards him, Abraham, as best he can, readies himself to greet these three guests with hospitality, not knowing that they're actually emissaries of God, that they're angels. Abraham invites Sarah to prepare meal and food and drinks for them, and treats them as the holy beings that they are, not because he knows that God sent them, but because they're human beings. Centuries later, Moses does something somewhat similar, not turning aside from the burning bush, but actually recognizing that something else is there. Moses has the chance to interact with God. In both of these instances, something was seen and something was acted upon. For Abraham, he saw the strangers coming near and he prepared his home, his tent, for them. And for Moses, he saw that the bush was in flames, but then also noticed that it wasn't consumed. I think in both of these examples, we are given the opportunity to recognize that sometimes God doesn't come with shaking mountains and with loud voices and thunderous claps above in the heavens. Sometimes God comes in the shape of people or in experiences within nature or music or art, things that we have to actually notice that not only are beautiful, but also holy. So this week, as we read this Torah portion of Vayera, don't only look for the obvious places where you think God might or even should appear. Take a chance to look at what's unconsumed by flame. Take a chance to look at the stranger who may potentially be the most important person in your life going forward. Take a chance to have some faith and recognize that sometimes it takes us putting something into action, taking something internal, taking something that we see and making it a part of who we are to truly experience God. I hope that you'll join me tomorrow morning as Frankie Diamond is called to the Torah, and he will become our youngest adult member as his bar mitzvah occurs at 10 a.m. I hope everybody has a wonderful, wonderful Shabbat. Take good care.